Hi everybody, welcome to Dancingluna Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a life, love, career reading for the sign of Capricorn for January 2022. So we're going to start with life. We're going to do a small spread for life. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, and if you hit the notifications bell, you'll be notified when new readings are out. And we're going to be doing lots of different kinds of readings for Capricorn and for everybody else, collective, love, oracle readings in the upcoming year. So this is for Capricorn, life, January 2022, Capricorn, life, January 2022. Please give us some insight for Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, for January 2022, for overall general life. Capricorn. Okay, so this is for Capricorn, January 2022, life. Let's give us 3 cards to start. Okay, tell me why the 7 of Cups is here. Okay, please tell me why the Moon is here. For the sign of Capricorn, January 2022 for life. Why is the Moon here? The Lovers here. Okay, why is the Black card here? Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Why is the 2 of Cups here? About a choice, or is this about soulmate? What's going on for Capricorn? Is this about love, or is this about choices? What's going on in Capricorn's life in January 2022? Clarity on the 2 of Cups, please. Too many cards. 2 of Swords. It's like, okay, it's like maybe you have a choice going on in January 2022. Maybe it has to do with love. Let me get some clarity on the Star card. What is Capricorn? It's one of your choices, maybe involve like a wish, something you've been wishing for, something you've been working on. I have 2 more cards to just tell me how this ties together. 1 left, 1 right. Capricorn, January life 2022. Okay, Capricorn. So it's like, I think I was trying to get a gauge on what your choice is in regards to. It might be something to do with love, although this is overall life, but you know, a lot of times love can rule our lives. Can I just have 1 more card to clarify, like, does this have to do with love? Like, okay, maybe this has to do with, whoa, okay. Okay, Capricorn, let's see. I don't know if you can see all these cards. So maybe you're trying to choose like what direction to go in your love life, but I don't know, maybe you have someone around you that I don't want to turn this into a whole love reading, but my radar is just like tapping in that you've got like heavy love on your mind this January. So maybe you've got someone in your sphere that you feel like a deep soul tie with. I don't think this is a past person. I think this is a current or someone in your sphere maybe already. But in January 2022, it's like you have this idea. Like, do you think that like this is sort of a wish come true aspect? But I'd say just avoid being impulsive. It's like there's some things going on that you don't know about, like whatever this choice has to do with, whatever this wish is in front of you. I'm gathering that it seems like it has to do with love. But so it's like you're looking at these cups and you're looking at this wish in front of you. Give me 1 second. It's like I feel like you've been working hard towards like cultivating like your perfect partner in love. Like you've been like wishing to find, well, everybody does, right? But I think that's sort of a theme going on for you right now. Like we're not always focused on that, but maybe you're focused in January 2022. Maybe you've been putting some hard work into kind of like honing in on like what is my right kind of partner. Maybe you've kind of been choosing impulsively, like maybe you've been making like the wrong choices, and that's kind of led to like a lack mindset where you feel like you're just not getting enough of what you want. Like you keep diving in a direction, and it's like you think it's going to be what you want, but then it ends up being like this snake in the cup, or like whatever this weird thing is in this cup that you can't see. Like, see how the cup there's a lot of things going on in these cups, and not all of them are good. So maybe you have a tendency to sort of be, I don't know, set yourself up with illusions of like what you think things are going to be like, and then they sort of turn out to not be great. Yeah, like where you sort of been like working at cultivating this wish and then just getting disappointment every time. But I think because of this hard work that you're putting in, it's like every time we encounter a relationship that doesn't work out, it's like we level up, we learn something about ourselves. So I feel like you've kind of been in that process of like getting it, not like that maybe you keep bumping into the same person, right? But maybe you're sort of honing in on like those ideas, asking those questions to yourself, getting some self-awareness about like, why do I do this? Why am I choosing the same person over and over again? And so I feel like it's possible in January that you might be getting some clarity. Maybe this is within you, this moon. It's like starting fresh, starting on a fresh page. Maybe you're finding out things that you didn't know about yourself. Maybe this has to do with like choices in general in life. Like, have you been navigating in a way where you just sort of impulsively dive toward what looks good and you end up getting disappointed? But maybe things are coming to the light. Maybe your patterns are coming to the light about why do you do what you do, right? And sort of maybe you're finding your zone, your way. I think what this bottom line is speaking to is like, get disciplined. Like the Hierophant is a more traditional guy. So I think what this is sort of, if we go like this, if we go this way, this way, this way, and this way, I feel like the way to sort of get on this fresh page in January is to get more disciplined about the way you go about things. Maybe don't be so impulsive. Maybe get things a little bit under control. In regards to like wishes, it's great to get clarity on what you want, but don't just be thinking that every path is wish fulfillment, because it's not. I think that's what this card is here to say. It's like every path that looks shiny is not a wish fulfillment. So slow down and assess things. Get into the unknown parts of you. When you're seeing something that looks shiny in front of you, ask yourself, stop and ask yourself, like, what is attracting me in this direction? Like, what do I see about this that is pulling me in? And assess, like, is it pulling you in from an unhealthy pattern inside of you, something that you're trying to heal? Or is it pulling you in from a place in you that resonates and feels really good? Check the vibration on things that you're attracting to, that instead of just seeing something that looks nice and being like, oh my God, that's it, right? That's sort of the more impulsive way to go. So I think that this is saying, slow down and get more disciplined. I think if you can do that, you've got shift coming in, and you've got shift sort of moving right over here into this place where, if you look at this guy, he's just like calm, he's got the world in his hands, and he's just looking out at his future. And this guy to me always looks kind of like grounded. I'm like, he's holding the vision. He's not, and this guy is all about, like, what comes after this guy is the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is ready to dive in the water, right? But this guy is not diving in the water. So maybe that speaks to like you finding your ground in January with being less impulsive, and getting to that place where you sit still and look at the future before you just jump in, before you just bulldoze right towards something. So I think this is a really good stance to be in. So I think that you're gonna see some shift there, but make sure to tune in to like what don't you know about yourself. Find it. Go on a discovery mission. Sort of Joe Dispenza always says, like, be the scientist in your own life. And I love that statement. Like, get in there and see like how your inner workings work and why you do the things you do, and so that you can get clarity, so that you can be in this calm centered place. Because see, this guy, he's not delusionally looking out at his future. He's calmly looking, planning, waiting, but he is like, he's got the vision, and to me he just looks sort of able to like see what he wants to do, and he will be able to proceed with confidence because he's standing there getting the clear vision. And I think when you can do that, the good things will come in for you. Sometimes this card denotes an inheritance. So I don't know if I'm really picking up that energy in this read, but there's like a possibility that there might be some money coming in for you in January 2022 in your life. So that's always good. But also, I think this is just a card of receiving. Like, see how these people are receiving? I think this is just a card about like receiving abundance. So I think that's what will happen for you if you can shift into a less impulsive mindset, a more introspective mindset. And get your bearings before you dive into things that look like a wish for you, right? When you're trying to make choices in your life, figure out which path. Do not just see the shiny thing and run at it. Get over here and look at it, assess it. Get familiar with the mystery inside of you about how you navigate and why. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune talks about shift in your favor, right? So, one reader that I watch, I'm sorry, I can't remember his channel name, but I'll give him a shout out later when I remember. It's Minnow Pond. Whenever he talks about the Wheel of Fortune, he gave me some great insight on this card. He talks about like staying at the center of the wheel and riding the wheel in a grounded way, instead of, I don't know if he puts it exactly like this, but instead of flip-flopping on the outside of that wheel. Because almost to me, when as I'm looking at this card right now, on the outside of that wheel, that looks kind of like a devil, and that devil energy to me would indicate like riding the wheel on the outside, like things are shifting in your favor, but you're just going about it in an impulsive way. So the advice is to stay firmly gripped onto the center of that wheel, and write it in a really grounded way as these shifts and changes happen for you. Write it out in this getting familiar with your internal world, knowing who you are, getting familiar with yourself, and you'll be able to stay grounded through this shift and change as things change in your favor, because it looks like things are really changing in your favor, but in a almost like, I feel like you're almost finding your calm and your balance, sort of moving out of chaos and into a saner way of doing things in January 2022. Okay, Capricorn? So I hope that is what's going on for you. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to talk about love for Capricorn, January 2022. Sign of Capricorn. I have like sage crumble all over my table. Okay. Capricorn, love, 2022, January. I got these new little candles and they're really pretty, but when I shuffle my cards, it blows them right out. So I'm trying to be really careful and shuffle softly, because maybe I shuffle aggressively. So Capricorn, love, January 2022. Capricorn, love, January 2022. Let's see if any of the theme from the life aspect comes up in the love center for Capricorn. Okay, we're gonna shuffle one more time, and then we're gonna. Okay, Page of Cups. This guy's curious about love. Let's see what he has to say. Capricorn, love, January 2022. Cap, love, January 2022. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. Okay. A lot of beautiful stuff flying out here. Do you want me to take these? Okay, come back out if you feel so inclined. Capricorn, love, January 2022. Okay, the cards just really want to talk. Okay. Capricorn, love, January 2022. I just need a couple more cards. Oh, you got the star card again. So are you making a lot of wishes, Cap, in January 2022? That's good. I'm making a lot of wishes right now too, working on fulfilling them too. Dream big. Okay, that Page of Cups, he did want to be here. Okay. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? What does Capricorn need to loosen the grip on? Wow. Okay, this is an entirely different deck, Capricorn, but you're getting the same cards. Seven of Cups, that one that speaks about illusions, that came up in your life reading, and so did the Star card. So let's see. Let me have some more information on the Seven of Cups. Okay, come on, too many cards. Just give me one card for now. One card. Clarify Seven of Cups. Capricorn. This is for Capricorn. For January 2022, we're talking about love here. We'd like clarity for Capricorn. Okay, for Seven of Cups. So funny because they're almost in the same stance. the Magician and the Seven of Cups, except the Magician is kind of moving energy. Okay, let's see. Let's get some more information. Why? I just want more clarity on the center row. Why is the Magician here? What's the story? Show me the story, please. Thank you. Okay, why is the Wish card here? Where is Cap's person? Okay, over there on the right. Okay, Capricorn, kind of getting the flow of what's happening here. Sometimes the love reading, sometimes the love and career mirror the life, just because when we do life, we're talking about overall life. Please give me some clarity on the Star card. So that might be like why we're seeing the same stuff come up. That is really interesting because you got the Hierophant in your life reading. So you're basically getting a very similar reading here, but with a little bit of a different way it's weaving. Can I have some information on the Page of Cups? Why is the Page of Cups here? All pages, just stay away from my Capricorns. When people come in page energy, another reader, Steve's Love Tarot, talks a lot about the pages not showing up in a mature way, and it makes a lot of sense to me when they come through. Like, it speaks to people who like aren't quite ready to step up and love us the way that we need to be loved. Why is this person learning how to? Is Capricorn's person here, or is this just Capricorn? I have two more cards. One for the Hierophant. One for the Hierophant. Okay. And one for the Seven of Pentacles. I understand this to be very similar to life. Are you holding on to old ideas? Are you holding on to old ways of navigating? Oh, okay. Okay, Capricorn. So, what are you holding on to that you need to break free from, right? And I think it's like talking the same stuff about life. She's holding on. She's holding on to things that don't serve her, right? Like, kind of in a way. Like, what this card says is like loosen the grip, but what loosen the grip on what? Loosen the grip on, I think it's hitting me in that way of like, in that way of seeing shiny things as the thing, yeah, which might be an old way of doing things for you. Magician is just, I think it's here to say like, get focused. Get focused. It's like, I don't know if you have like one person in particular around you when it comes to love, or if you might be dating and like trying to see like what kind of person fits your vibe now that you're like trying to let go of this old way of being and this old way of like people that you've been like recycling through. So I think that the Magician is here to say like, get into, to me, the Magician is like a manifester, right? He moves with energy, but okay, so like the High Priestess comes in and she's a similar card in a way, but she's more all mental. To me, the Magician is moving with energy, and sorry, this might be getting left field for you, but what I mean to say with that is, okay, when we're in confusion, it's like we're emitting a vibration of confusion. When we're in self-doubt, holding on, we're emitting the vibration of like more of the same, right? So stop focusing on like how you've navigated in the past, and try to get into a frame of mind where you can see yourself doing things in a new and different way. And I think the Hierophant is here again to say the same thing. Like, he's more traditional. He does things in a more traditional way. Hierophant is like maybe where you've been more impulsive, you need to rein it in and be a little bit more rigid. Like sometimes we're telling people to like let go of being rigid, but sometimes some of us need to like embrace a little more rigidity where we've been like impulsive and like chasing everything that looks shiny. Yeah, I think you gotta get some focus. Like, I don't know, Devil card, it's like obsessive thoughts. Like, so if you're like obsessively thinking like, oh my god, it always turns out this way, like stop it, get out of your head. Get out of your head about looking at it like that. Just because you've been navigating in a certain way, like, and just because you've been getting the same person over and over again doesn't mean that that you have to keep getting the same person over and over again, right? But if you can change some things in the way that you move, like energetically, you can bring in a different new person. So it's about like raising your vibrational energy so that your match can come in at a higher level, so that you stop attracting in these pages who aren't ready. So get out of the obsessive thinking about how you've done things in the past, and get into a new mindset of like planting seeds, growing roots, new growth, so that you can bring in this type of person who's also like on that vibe of like planting seeds and growing solid roots with you, right? So that you can get to this place of like the most love that you can feel with another person. I think like what I'm trying to say is change the narrative about what your path has been like. Instead of saying things like, I always end up with this same person, I always end up getting hurt, I always end up getting shit on, you know, like change the narrative. Like I'm going to have success in relationship. See it, cultivate it, go within, like get to know yourself. Start paying attention to your obsessive thinking. Start paying attention to your negative thoughts. Like, if you start to notice your negative thoughts, it'll be easier to replace them with positive thoughts. Yeah? With loving thoughts. Shining, loving thoughts. It's really up to you, sort of what you bring into your energetic field. In partnership, you can stay in obsessive energy and keep bringing in these dumb pages. Like, look at his face, right? Like, look at his face. He just looks like he just looks dumb. He looks clueless. Like, so if shift out of that sort of old way of thinking and into this guy. He's like sitting there. He kind of knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants, and he's like, here I am to cultivate it. I'm going to cultivate it. Plant new seeds, grow new roots, but it boils down to your thought patterns, right? Replace the negative thought patterns with positive thought patterns when it comes to your narrative about relationships, and you'll stop attracting in this guy, and you'll bring in this style of person. They're just ready to love. She's immersed in water, and she's not afraid of love. She's not afraid of emotion. She expresses emotion. And this guy, like, he's just, look at him. He's like, he's being really caring and nurturing to what he's trying to grow. So I think if you can get on top of your negative thinking, you will be able to transition out of bringing this type of person in and move more into alignment with bringing this type of person in. So it all starts with self-love, Capricorn. So I think that's the theme with life and love, you know. out with the old ways, in with the new ways. When it comes to navigating, Hierophant, get out of impulsivity. Get a little more rigid with yourself. Maybe get disciplined. Maybe get like on a routine, a schedule. You know, whether that's like getting up and meditating every morning, or getting up and doing yoga every morning, or getting up and going for a run, making your bed. Like get into a zone where you're doing things in like a sort of more grounded way. And I think that that'll help your thoughts get grounded. I think it'll not only help you get grounded, but it'll help your thoughts to elevate to a higher level, so that you can magnetize in things that resonate with the wishes that you're trying to create. Okay, Capricorn. So now we're going to talk about work for Cap for January 2022. Capricorn, work, January 2022. Capricorn, career, January 2022. Capricorn, career, January 2022. One more. See the Nine of Pentacles under there? The bottom of the deck? That's a nice card to see in a career reading. Good, calm, strong abundance. Cap. January, career 2022. Please give us some insight for Capricorn for January 2022 in regards to career. Capricorn, career 2022. Capricorn, work 2022. One more card, please, for Capricorn, work 2022. Capricorn, work 2022. Capricorn, work, January 2022. Oh, you know what's funny? I knew that Ten of Pentacles. I saw it before it even came out. Like not in the deck, but it was in my head. So the way I see things intuitively, by the way, is just that sometimes when I touch something, pictures come into my head. Like I'll give you an example. Like I got a Christmas present recently, and as soon as I touched the package, I knew what was inside, not by the size of the package or the shape of the package. When I touched the wrapped package, I saw a visual of what was inside, and that's exactly what it was. And it kind of freaked everybody out because I said it before I opened it. But yeah, that's how my intuition works with touch and visuals and listening. Okay, so can I have some more information on the Knight of Pentacles for Capricorn? Okay. All right, Cap. Maybe you are coming into some money in January, Capricorn. Okay. Do I need more clarity? What's the burden? What's the burden Capricorn is carrying? What's the burden? What's the burden? I feel like you've been carrying a heavy burden, but don't know, I just picked it up to peek, and again, it's the Seven of Cups. So listen, I don't want to see you in Capricorn's work reading, but if you need to be here, then let's talk about it. Yeah, so the Ten of Wands, it's like, whenever I see this guy, it speaks about burden. But tens are about completion, so I feel like it's sort of just coming to mind that maybe this is like an end to a burden. Just, you have a lot of abundance in your career aspect. Where would you like? Thank you. Okay. So maybe in the Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. You get a lot of pentacles. So I don't know, Capricorn, whatever's going on in your work sector, I feel like your money looks amazing in January. I hope that's happening for you. So it's like you've been putting in some hard work, maybe in your career sector. Like you it's almost like you have none of what was going on in your life, it's almost like your life and your love aspect. You don't really bring that into work. Like, are you maybe able to separate your work life? Are you like in the zone when you're at work and you're able to just leave all the other BS behind? Because I don't really see too much of that over here. So it's like, yeah, you've been putting in the hard work. In January 2022, it looks like you already maybe have some satisfaction with where your money is, but I think, well, since we're talking about career, like maybe you're going to be getting a raise, or maybe you're being offered a position that, yeah. What happens with this leaving behind? I just want to get clarity on one more thing. So it's like, maybe with this new, like more money coming in, like is it going to be more work for you? Is it going to mean taking on more responsibility? Like, is it possible that you're, that there's a change going on for you, but that you've actually been like really satisfied with what you've been doing? Like, I don't really see a lot of worry here except for the burden, and burden is not, this isn't like mental worry. This is actually like stuff that you've been having to take care of that's been causing you worry. So let's see. I have some more information on, hopefully you can see these cards all here. It's nice when you can see the images. Okay, so for Capricorn, can you clarify the burdens and what's being left behind? Yeah, like, I don't know what you're moving towards, but I feel like you're moving towards, I feel like you're moving towards a more abundance. Like, this card in this deck kind of reads to me like Empress energy, which is sort of boss energy. I think, or is it, well, this isn't really in your head. So yeah, maybe your workload is increasing, and maybe you're, so maybe you're, I don't know, like maybe as you move into more money, are you moving away from having as much work? Maybe you've been working really hard, and maybe your load is about to be lightened. Because maybe you're, almost like the word retirement is coming to my head. But so yeah, maybe you're moving up the ladder at your job. I know when I moved into like a higher position at my work, my workload got a lot lighter, so I was able to like help others more. So maybe that's kind of what's happening for you. Maybe as you move up the chain, wherever you are and whatever you're doing in your career, because because I had the intuitive hit to place these cards side by side, and so I feel like this guy is moving away from the burden, yeah, and towards more abundance, and towards more abundance, and towards more joy. I feel like you've got it under control in your work sector. I feel like you have balance in what you do in your career. I just don't feel like you bring any of that illusion energy into your job. I feel like you're super capable at what you're doing, and to me this just reads like moving up in position, moving into more money, moving out of burdens, moving more towards a relaxed state, moving more towards joy, and that you've got, like, at least in January, or I don't know if you're already like this and this is just the train that you're on and moving towards, but like you already know how to manifest in your money world. You already see that clear vision. You've already got that you're like, you already know how to do that in work, right? And so it's like I just see in January 2022 your coins are building, keeping going, and you're just maintaining this perfect balance. Angel card, it's almost like you're some of us have like blessed paths in our lives that just aren't as much of a struggle for us, and maybe work is like that for you, or if it has been a little bit of a struggle for you, I just feel like the path is sort of moving forward in a really blessed way, with balance, head and heart are balanced at work. Your money's, look, you've got like money, joy, manifesting. It's just like a lot of beautiful energy, and you just end on a balanced note. She's balanced. He knows what he's doing. He's got the infinity symbol over his head. So it's just like joy, balance, moving out of burdens. So yeah, that's what I see for you in like an overall kind of general way for your career vibe, Capricorn, for January 2022. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. I'm definitely going to be doing more Capricorn readings, so if you hit the notifications bell and you hit all, you'll know whenever I release any readings, and sometimes I'll do collective readings, so you might want to tap into that all notification just so that you can see when those come out. And also, if you know your sun, moon, rising, you can watch your other placements, and you might find some information and guidance there for you. As well. Please like, share, and subscribe. Again, it helps me grow the channel. And thank you so much for watching this reading today. And stay blessed, Capricorns.